Yeah, Jamie Wilson, she works for the Bank of Princeton, and she was the one that, essentially conducted some of the back end checks and whatnots, like, for example, AML, anti-money laundering and whatnots for the clients to make sure that everybody's compliant. So that's a little bit of her background and was dispelled.
That's right. And I love today's cross because today's cross was done by one member of the team, which I don't believe he has
Gotten all the credit in the world.
And
Which member was it?
Matthew. So he basically crossed this witness, and he's quite on the point. Okay, very efficient, the way he does it. So he speaks to, remember the day before, we analyzed quite a bit paperwork. A lot of them are accounts opening documents that the Bank of Princeton was collected from the signers and from the UBO, the ultimate beneficiary owner, and their passport. We reviewed a lot of those things, and it's kind of a messy day. When Matthew took the podium of the cross, and he first to say, okay, let's take a look at G Club. Pull up G Club number. Is this the signer? Yeah, he's the signer. Do you have his information? What is the information he gave you? Is this correct? Yeah, it's correct. Is this a passport? Yeah, it's correct. Do you accept it? Yeah, correct. What kind of report do you run on this person? Oh, we run the qualified report. We also run an OFAC report. Or is everything good? Everything good.
Clear.
And then he specifically pulled out one of the documents that was also used by the government in their direct. However, the government, this is a report, it's called qualified report. It's basically a historical check on this particular individual before they open a bank account. But the government, when they're doing their direct, they omit this portion. So when the cross took the podium, so they say, okay, go to this page. Let's take a look at this. So this is a qualified response. So when you do the search, they give you the results of the person or the entity you inquire, right? So particularly it says qualified response, this person, G Club, and then it says on closure, not found. Previous no closure found.
Correct.
No purchased, no found debt, not found.
Purchased debt,
no purchased debt, not found. No previous inquiry, not found. Everything was cleared, and the action was actually onto the point. It say the action is accept account action. It say accept this account, and the recommendation is open account. Clear, okay? And he did this, right? Remember that he did this with every single one that she had a question on. Okay, Yvette, clear. Alex, clear. Lab, clear. Greenwich, clear. Everything is clear.
And this is all based off of proper means to
like
check.
paperwork. Everything black and
It's
white.
the same paperwork that the government has shown yesterday. They just omit, right? They just omitted the parts of the most important parts of the report, which is the outcome, right? You collected all those paper. Yes, you did. You showed all those numbers. Yeah, that did happen, but you don't tell people what's the outcome, and the outcome is no flag at all.
Correct.
Right? So every flag is what Mr. Wilson found on internet. Now,
Google.
Another topic comes in. So this is what we have been saying, that the CCP has spent in the last 10 or 15 years, spending $2 trillion on buying media in the West. Okay, that translates to every single year pretty much like 200 billion.
Billions of dollars.
200 billion. Okay, so what kind of information you supposed to find about the CCP enemy number one online, right?
Right,
So,
and most important thing too about that is, Miles Guo in 2017, the very first experience he's had on whistleblowing against the Chinese Communist Party is the fact that a VOA, a platform that a state-owned media, has, cut off the interview when the moment he started whistleblowing against them. So from the very start, it is well known that the media is well brought up by the Chinese Communist Party. And I think with the testimony, the argument the government was trying to build was that these accounts, there was a reason for them to be closed just because an individual from the bank felt like there were evidences for that allowed her to come to the conclusion that this account needed to be closed. But as opposed to the official means that later came up in the supporting documents that proved that that this account was all cleared and all confirmed to be opened.
yeah, and remember the Operation Foxhunt documents. Right? Our cross lawyer read it yesterday. According to the U.S. law enforcement officer, that the Miles Guo is the highest priority of the CCP's repatriation efforts. And it's not a one-off, it's the highest priority. What does this say? It tells you that CCP wants him the most, and he is the CCP enemy number one. Right?
Absolutely.
And that is why when Miles Guo came out in 2017, all you can find out on the website and on Google, on YouTube is negative. At that time, we don't have this. We don't have this live broadcasting room. We don't have Saturn, the producer. We don't have us, right?
That's right.
And we have to fight for this. That's why Miles Guo established Guo Media in 2018. That was actually censored, deplatformed by Apple. Okay, Apple took it off from their Apple Store, and then we started GTV, and that's where the SEC investigation come in and shut it down, and then we started together. That's why the fight never ends, because every time they shut us down, we find another way.
Back.
Yeah, we just, like this movement, the Miles Guo is so tenacious, and he never gave up.